I just did this whole video with the TV on too, so I should probably shut that off so it's not competing with my voice. That was kind of silly. I'm going to shut that down and we'll see what we can do. We'll start that video over again. I didn't really like it. I felt like I was rambling on anyways. Alright. Okay, Saturday morning up at the tiny house, and it's pretty early. I think it's 4:30 or 5 o'clock. Got my coffee running, so we're starting to wake up a little bit, and I just thought I'd do a little video to kind of update what's been going on and why there hasn't been a video for a while. So I think at around mid-July, when I stopped posting videos, I had gotten up to go to work in the morning and my truck was stolen. It was gone. So I fortunately have OnStar still activated in that truck, and I called their number. Oh, I called the police department first, and then I called the OnStar number while the police officer was there. OnStar won't tell me where the truck was at, but they told the police department where the truck was at, and my truck was actually at a car wash getting something done to it. So the reason that's important is because in my truck I was getting ready to come up here that night. It was a Friday, and I was planning to come up to the tiny house in the afternoon right after work was concluded. So I had my camera equipment in the truck: tripod, GoPro, drone, all the cords, chargers, everything. So I didn't immediately realize how much loss there would be with the truck being gone, if there would be any loss. I just knew that the truck was gone. So OnStar immediately got a hold of the police department. Police department dispatched to the car wash that the truck was at. Person was apprehended who stole my truck, which that's been a process in and of itself, going through that as the victim side. And long story short, got the truck back, GoPro gone, drone gone, all my chargers were gone, tripod gone, all the support equipment that goes into running my camera mic, SD cards, all of it gone. So that really wouldn't normally stop me from being able to do a video, but it stopped me from going up north that weekend, even though I had my truck back. Well, I had a bunch of detailing done to that truck, and this person was in the car wash literally removing all of that, trying to hide the truck and make it look more inconspicuous, I guess, which obviously didn't work because it still had OnStar and tracking devices and all this other crap, which, I mean, if we want to talk about the Big Brother thing, it's not that great of a thing to me, but it was great for me on this particular occasion. So here's to OnStar for getting my truck back within a couple hours of it being stolen, or me waking up and seeing it. And I had woke up at 5 o'clock and I realized it was gone. So, and this had already happened by 5 a.m., so I don't know exactly which time it was stolen. But all the loss that was in there amounted to like $3,500 to $4,000, but I got the truck back, and I guess that was the big deal. Went to work, did my thing that day, and just decided not to come up that weekend. Or I did come up that weekend. I came up. No. I stayed home that weekend, and then I ended up coming up the following weekend, to which I found that my tiny house was about to catch on fire. So I just come up for the day on a Saturday, and I was sitting in this spot right here, and I could start to smell smoke. Well, to skip to the gist of the story, the wires where they come into the house had been eaten or chewed on by either a mouse or maybe a chipmunk or something of the sort. But where the wires come into the tiny house, those wire casings had been chewed. Now, those wire casings were melting together slowly at the peak of the day when the solar panels were picking up the most power. those wires were exposed just enough that they were starting to build enough heat over the course of who knows how many days that that particular afternoon they had hit that point of ignition where the smoke was starting to overwhelm the tiny house, and I started realizing what's going on. Panic mode a little bit. Opened the door after checking the stove, which is your natural inclination, and checking the water heater, which neither were running. So I don't know why I felt I needed to check those for it. And I knew I wasn't grilling or smoking anything outside. So I opened the door to the solar batteries, which the solar batteries also have the electrical box, the control panel. Opens it all up, and I can see smoke everywhere, but I can't see where it's starting to catch on fire. Well, literally, as I was looking, pieces of insulation were starting to come down because they were reaching that point of ignition as it was spreading on the wood. So literally, two breaths of air on that wood, and the whole thing would have come into flame. Have a small fire extinguisher hanging up there just for these moments, I guess. Grabbed it, hit the spot with the fire extinguisher, hit the pieces on the ground with the fire extinguisher, went outside. There's pieces out there that were starting to hit that point of ignition. Hit those with the fire extinguisher and disconnected the whole solar system. Well, that short in the solar system shorted all my batteries, so all my batteries were shot. 4 batteries were shot, and I'll show you a little bit of video of that. The wires were all burned, so the wires that come in from my solar panels I have to rewire now, which, this is not, I haven't even had the guts to put the solar system back up because I'm like, that's a passive system, and it's supposed to be working while I'm not here to put charges back into all my batteries, and it kind of made me nervous after that to hook it back up. So I'm going to look at what I can do to protect those wires even more. So I think when I wire them, I'm going to case each wire in a PVC pipe, so every wire coming in will be encased, and they won't be in anywhere where they could possibly create that same contact. But I'm not sorting that out as of yet. I'm going to sort that out at a later date. But so in the matter of like 2 weeks, my truck had been stolen. My tiny house almost burned down, and I was just and the footage from the previous week's videos were all stolen. So all my SIM cards and videos that were ready for edit were stolen, and I haven't got them back yet. My fire video footage I couldn't film any of it because I didn't have the camera. I got a little bit of video on my iPhone, and I'm going to try to put some of that into this video. And all of the equipment I needed to film were gone. So it's taken a little bit of time to rebuy some of that equipment and collect it up and get it back into place, which I'm now running. Mic's up, the videos are all the camera's all up and running, all the chargers and all the batteries are back because the batteries had gotten stolen as well. So I had to buy all new batteries, new mic, new tripod. It's just basically starting over. The only thing that wasn't stolen was my camera, fortunately. So I have a plan for this weekend, and that video is going to be the next video to show. This video is just going to be talking about some of the things that have went on that's kind of held up any kind of videos from coming up. So I hope I didn't talk too much in this video. I'm kind of losing my voice, but I hope you enjoyed watching this video and getting an update. And next video is going to be trimming some windows at the tiny house this week, and I'm going to head into town right now, pick up some stuff to start, and that video will be posted here at the end of the day tomorrow probably, or maybe I'll post this video on Wednesday or Thursday during the week. But I'm going to try to get back into a regular posting schedule now that I'm back up and running. The weather's changing up here. It's wintry. There's 2 inches of snow on the ground. Hopefully more to come. Love this time of the year up here. It was cold last night, but the tiny house stayed warm. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.